I don't know about you guys, but I love to process fatwood. And I love watching people process fatwood on video. I'm not talking about processing resin. I'm talking about taking your fatwood, breaking it down, and seeing what you really got inside. It's the reveal. Remember, fatwood collects in knots. So even though this branch, the fatwood only comes up to here, you'll still find fatwood on the other end in the knots. See that? There's your resin. This resin only comes up to here. What about the other side though? Sometimes it can go up really high. Usually I cut way higher than this. Most of this stick will go in the bonfire pit. Very pretty. Very pretty. That's some pretty fatwood, ain't it? Huh? Beautiful. I'll go ahead and cut it up to here. This one we're going to split. Not half for you and half for me. We're going to split it in half. We'll go ahead and split it right down this crack. Woohoo! Looks so much shinier now, doesn't it? That's some beautiful fatwood. Remember, pine has puzzle piece bark and beautiful, beautiful resin. Beautiful fatwood. Beautiful. And we have so much more. Gonna process this up and store it. Put the good stuff in a pile. Plus we like pictures. I bet you're waiting for me to chop this one, aren't you? Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. This is the bottom part closest to the tree. Here's your knot. It comes to a beautiful point right there. Comes together. This stuff's beautiful. We're going to cut at the line again just because it's easier. You know what? I'm going to cut right here. Here, so you can see the color. Just so you can see the color. Here we go. Look at that. Scotch pine, nice and orange and yellow. High test fatwood. Now that is beautiful. Picture perfect, huh? If only you could smell this. Most of you know what this smells like. Liberty Rogue Outdoors. Thank you. Your hatchet chops beautifully. There's a fresh cut. Beautiful, isn't it? This one's different. This one is more resinous on the outer edge and drier in the center. Interesting, isn't it? Let's split it down the middle. This one was cut long time ago, but I can tell by feeling it, the sound of it, and no resin bubbles coming out. This is one dry piece of fatwood right here in the pile. Alright, next. Here we go. Right there. I just felt a raindrop on my head. Pretty dry fatwood, smells beautiful. We got some nice, beautiful resin color right there. Looks like butter. Sometimes that sun isn't in our favor. I should be out in the back, under the shade. That's going off to the side. This one looks beautiful. Let's tear into this one. Looks a bit dry too, huh? We'll find out. Here we go. Give it a fresh cut right about here. Beautiful, huh? How far up we gonna go? Looks real dry right here, but we got some resin over here. We're gonna go right here. Woohoo! All right. So there's the end. Dry as a bone. There's the resinous end. Split it down the middle. This goes in the kindling pile. Bonfire. Ready? Let's shine it up a little bit with the Essie. How's that, huh? There you have it. Very pretty, huh? It's going in the pile. There's that one I was really wanting to look into. Let's get started on that one, huh? That knot ain't easy to cut through, I'm telling you. Beautiful. Here it comes. Ready? There you have it. Beautiful color. Very nice. There you have it. There's the dry end. This stuff here is the dry top. Goes in the bonfire. Not bad. Looks beautiful. Very dry though up the top. Let's split it. Right here. This is the dry side. We cut through the crack. Just a little dry right there. Still a little dry there. Shines right up with a good knife. See how dry it is in the center? All brittle. Still works great, but it's not solid. This dry stuff can actually come in handy because you can actually get an ember out of it when you're trying to restart your fire. Beautiful stuff. There you go. Fresh piece of Fatwood for the collection. Here's the end of that knot right here. Gonna cut right here. Sweet. Where'd the other piece go? Beautiful. There we go, the inside core of a pine knot. Inside the tree. I don't know about you guys, but I love to process fatwood. And I love watching people process fatwood on video. I'm not talking about processing resin. I'm talking about taking your fatwood, breaking it down, and seeing what you really got inside. It's the reveal. It's the reveal that drives me. So, I've decided to make this unlisted video for those who want to see the full 20-30 minutes of just chopping on this stuff. That knot's really something, isn't it? It's not always worth that little bit. Right there is where I would have cut this had the tree been fresher and not rotted away. Don't worry, that's from my splinter from the Fatwood hunt. I'm all good. There's the reveal. Whoop whoop, ain't that pretty? As a knot tip, I love throwing these in the fire when it's almost time to go in and the bonfire's over with. They're fun to watch burn like candles in the fire. I'll put that in the pile. Let's go ahead and cut again, shall we? Looks like it goes up to here, there, up to here, there. Really dry over here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, this is real dry right here. But we got resin in here. Oh yeah, it feels a lot drier. Bone dry. There's a little resin in there. I cut way too high. That's alright. We're gonna split it up. How's that for pretty, huh? So there you go. You got resins that go up here, and then it's dry, and then the resin up there, dry resin. It just kind of follows a path. We're looking for that waxy shine. Fresh cut and sliced up. Very beautiful. Sometimes it helps to have a little bit of shade over it to see it better. In the pile. There you go. Rough cut and a smooth shade. Wow, I guess I better go clean up my hand, huh? Okay, I cleaned up my hand a bit, and I've moved the operation so we can have a fire. Alright, let's see if we can do this without the Maya dust. This is some pretty good fat wood. We certainly don't need this much. Got a little bit of blood on his fat wood. Sorry guys. There we go. That one's for later. Here we go. Fired up. Alright, there's a nice curl right there. Don't snap at me. We're going to go for that one. Ready? Gotta aim it right first. Yeah, it's a lot more fat wood than we need, really. It doesn't take much fat wood to get your fire going. Depends on how much time you need and how rainy it is, how wet things are. I saved this one for sizzling. Here we go. Should have zoomed in on that, huh? Not getting much of a sizzle. So I've been breaking down this large piece. It's got some incredible fat wood in it, but it's very rotty. And the best way to tell is a lot of this fat wood's rotten. This used to be fat wood here. This here almost looks resinous enough right here to light. So you just take a little bit and fluff it up with your blade. You know, and just get a little bit of a fluff going and see if it'll stay in there. See if it'll light and stay lit. There you go. That resin's good enough to burn. Wonder if I could split this. Really nice brown amber to it. Wonder if I can split this down here. Which way would it go? Beautiful. This is some nice fat wood, for sure. It's rotten, but it was worth it. The stuff towards the center was the best, up by the sun. The rest down towards the base to the core was more rotted. That was one rotty tree, but she produced some beautiful fat wood. Nice fat wood. Great piece. Got quite a few of them too. Quite a few of them. Nice and red, resinous. Great stuff. All these shavings, my goodness. Let's make us a round. There we go. Yeah, it glows a little bit. Follow me. There's our beautiful pile. There's the pile of dry stuff. And where'd that beautiful sun go? She got covered up again. I'm working on a fat wood fire candle that glows like this. Stay tuned for that. Thanks for coming, friends. I love it when I go out and find me some fresh fat wood. Glad you do too. Keep it burning. Gotta love Michigan Gold and Essie.